Closed for closure, will reopen when open. I tell you what. Today we're talking about office to residential conversion, the trendy idea for downtown resurgence. This is a Microsoft article. They're doing this thing where you take office buildings and convert them into condominiums or apartments. And they're saying it's tricky because there's all sorts of different overruns and overlaps. It just doesn't make financial sense for private money to do that or investor money to do that. The RO just doesn't make sense, considering the fact that when they engage on something like this, it's not just a couple of years. It takes to go through the paperwork, retrofit, having to make sure that all the electrical and the infrastructure is updated because it's not to code and all this stuff. And then for low income housing, there's no value in it. That's why when you see developers developing land, there's a requirement that we have market rate properties because they have to figure that into the whole solution. There's no one big building for low income. And they've done that in New York where you have ghettos and they tend to get run down. But if it's such an important thing for the city to have, why doesn't the city invest from their coffers? A lot of times they don't want to do it because it's such a long project. The people in power are temporary employees. We voted them in. They have a 4 to 8 year term and then they're out. By the time they initiate this and get it to completion, it would take years. There's no immediate result. So you can look at this article. The link is down in my blog. My blog is linked in the descriptions below. Please feel free to go take a look at this article, but it's a resounding reason why bureaucracy is tying down these simple fixes. You take like this building right here was built for apartments. This is obviously apartment, right? But that is an office building. Why can't they convert that? Because it costs a lot of money up front and the RO isn't instant. It's not immediate. And if cities or counties or states took over these projects, a 10-year term, something like that, create a bond, make that happen. Maybe they can cut through some of the bureaucracy and the permitting, get through it, and they can see how painful it is to create something new out of something old. Just my 2 cents. When people ask me these questions, I'm like, I don't know. It's just because money doesn't make sense. Hey, if you're thinking about selling your house, there's a link down below. Click this inspection checklist. It'll help you get through the basics of what a home inspector will look at. You can get those things fixed before it happens so you can save him time, save him money, save you money, and then you can disclose everything to the buyer, say, hey, everything that was wrong with the house was done before. Here's the disclosure showing that, and get it done. There you go. Jumpstart your organizing to simplify your next move. If you're thinking about moving, look, I've done it 100 times. Get organized, right? Have 3 piles. Stuff you want to take with you, stuff you want to get rid of, stuff you want to give away. You should be moving a third of what you own. And quite frankly, your furniture is probably old, ratty, smelly, especially mine. Thinking about my furniture, it smells like dogs, smells like kids, smells like food crumbs. Get rid of the furniture. Nobody wants your old furniture. In San Jose, you can call up your recycle company and say, hey, I have 3 things you can pick up. And there's no limit. You can do it every week for as long as you want to get rid of stuff. So you have an old couch, old refrigerator, old TV, or what have you. Put it up on the curb when they tell you, and then it's gone. You don't have to worry about it. There's no cost. Old mattresses, same thing. Get rid of it. Get 3 piles. Take your time. If you know you're moving in May, get started now. Work on 1 room a day or 1 room a week. And before you know it, that room's done. You can move on to the next room or a closet. I'm looking at my hallway closet with all my kids' crap in it. I have to sort through. I'm actually going to make them do that today. Give yourself plenty of time. If you're moving in May, if you're moving in March, you have plenty of time. Just get to it. Start working it out. Get those boxes, store your bins and store your items in clear plastic bins. I think that's overload. You don't need to spend $8 or $9. Go get the cheap boxes and put it up and label it and make it worthwhile. Again, have a box for giving away, a box for throwing away, and a box for moving with you. Get rid of paper. I'm looking at my closet in this room right now, and I just see a ton of paperwork. I have boxes of paperwork that I don't want to keep anymore. Think about it. Get rid of it and do it now. The procrastination will lead into a lot of heartache and late nights and stress and anxiety having to get stuff done. So just take the first step. Today's mortgage rates are 7.35, down just a tad, 0.01%. Ridiculous. Okay. If you buy your loan down, talking to a lot of people about it right now, buy your loan down, you're at 6.5. You might even get it down to 5s, like 5.99. You can probably get down there if you put enough points in. Let's say 2, because we're going to do 2 million today, and then down payment's 20, and you have excellent score. And yeah, let's see what it is. 30-year fixed purchase. You're only paying a 0.75 to get 6.4. I bet you can put another point down and get it down below 6. Talk to your lender today. If you don't have a good lender, let me know. I have a bunch of great guys that can help you out. What you get for $2 million in Santa Clara County? Not my listing. La Mirada Drive, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. 2 1/2 baths, 1678 square feet, built in 1961 with the box brownie background. And by the way, if you're going to sell your house, curb appeal is important, especially if you're at the $2 million mark. Fix your grass, have a landscaper come and fix that up, make it look green, put some sand over it, seed it, let it grow for a couple weeks, and then put your house on the market. That looks like you're not really even trying. Looks pretty inside. Looks like it was flipped. Let's take a look. 2 days on market in the Harwood district. I think this is Almaden, right? Willow Glen. There you go. Okay, what you get for $1 million? Let's pick a random one. 1,285 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is North 18th Street in San Jose. Not my listing, and it's been on market 6 days. It's in Julian area, right by the river. And by the way, this is called right here, the Coyote Creek right here is called the Jungle. Yeah, so if you don't know what the Jungle is, cool thing about downtown is it's wide and spread out. You can walk to downtown. It's not that bad. I had a friend who lived on South 18th Street. Her house was flooded. If you remember years ago, they had massive flooding. I helped fix her porch. There you go. What you get for $1 million in Santa Clara County. I put up a new chart today. I wanted to tell you about it. I'll tell you about it. 12 Bay Area County inventory report. We're still not done with February, so the numbers are still the same as January, but we're below a seller's market unless you're in Napa. You're getting close to a seller's market, which is 6 months. Same thing in San Jose, Santa Clara County. Everything is below 6 months, even Los Altos. Alto, chirping up there, same with Montecito. Those are multi-million-dollar homes. They tend to take a little bit longer to sell. That's just normal. It's not a big deal. And we're still way below on inventory. That's the problem, which leads me to why I'm showing you this chart right here. This is the start of the year new listings per month.